Hello Leo, welcome to your reading for the 14th to the 21st of March 2026, and it's going to be general, so please take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. And yeah, let's welcome in the archangels, ascended masters, light beings, spirit guides, our higher selves, and also any animal, ancestral or dragon guides that you may be feeling resonant with at the moment, Leo. Right, so we're going to see what's been going on for you recently. First of all, Knight of Cups. And we'll grab some more cards and see what's going to come out. Well, okay. Knight of Cups and the Page of Swords. Take the top two here, Three of Cups and the Sun. That's looking pretty good, considering the Sun is kind of a bit of a power card of yours. There's a lot of Leo in the Sun, or is actually the planet, representing the planet, the Sun. The planet, the Sun, okay. Good luck to me with my words today. Knight of Cups and Page of Swords. There's something that you're attracted towards at the moment, Leo, and or just recently you've been attracted towards something, and I think you've been very interested in it. Okay, something on an emotional level that's drawn your attention. Perhaps it's a person, it could be an activity. Yeah, let's see what you might be doing at the moment. Knight of Swords again. Knight of Swords. Okay, not Knight of Swords again. So Knights are very active. So you're probably pretty active at the moment. Right, let's let those drop. And I'm going to grab 1, 2, and we'll take these two because they're face up. Right. So you're having some success with either at the moment, Leo, you're having some success with communication, using technology, or, communicating. Maybe you're writing, maybe you are also using your analytical abilities, but you could also be getting insights and coming up with some ideas and sort of moving forward on them. And this is it's actually being well received at the moment from others. And yeah, I think this is almost looking like there's a really great idea that you've had recently that you did start to act on, and now you are sort of reaping the benefits of that. Okay, because you've gone from a Page of Swords to a Knight of Swords. Let's see. Okay, so underlying themes here. There's something about the world and the devil. So there's something about a cycle, an old cycle wrapping up and a new one beginning. I kind of don't mind the symbology on this card. That's a snake, which is about shedding old skin or shedding old ways of doing things. Okay. And I feel like this idea that you've had here, Leo, you're going to be one of those people that comes up with new ideas that helps to kind of transmute the old ways of doing things. And maybe you are going to be part of maybe a group of people or something, either in a personal project or creative project, or in the area of, maybe technology or in the workplace or something, that you are going to be either innovating or bringing in a new phase here, okay? And this just looks really awesome. The general direction for the future generally is going to be characterized by the Sun energy and the Three of Cups here, Leo. I mean, that's a pretty good future direction. You've got, lots of joy. This is confidence, happiness with the Sun. A lot, yeah, did I say confidence? Yeah, confidence, happiness, being able to be, be courageous, sort of put yourself out there, like being also expressive, like the Sun is very more like that projective kind of putting stuff out there, whereas the moon is more like, you know, the inner stuff. Sun is like out in the world doing things. And that's going to be the general gist of it. But I think whatever you're doing here, Leo, it's going to bring joy for you, but also maybe joy to other people. Okay, you're going to be projecting a lot of joy and positivity. Boy, do we need that at the moment. Or girl, do we need that at the moment. Okay. So, and I think it's all come from this idea that you've had just recently. Or maybe you literally, perhaps, you know, wrote a letter or wrote something or applied for something, and you've put your sort of passion, you put your heart and soul into that, okay? And you kind of, maybe you've just applied for a job, and maybe this is like, you know, maybe you are getting the job here, okay? Whatever it is that you are working on there. Let's get some possible specific outcomes. Well, that certainly had a lot of energy to it. The Magician. So not only are you going to, it's what you are doing is being met with, being well received, okay, but you're also going to be able to activate other talent, skills and gifts there. And I think it's looking like, you know, with the visual here, with the cards, it's like that little idea about chance or luck or that type of thing. So, you know, maybe that's going to be, luck will be on your side, and maybe you're going to be given new opportunities. 5 of Pentacles. So that's a different kind of energy where maybe with this stuff here, you may need to ask for some help, or maybe you will need to collaborate if you're not already doing that, okay? I'll grab a couple more. Oh, goodness. That was strange. I've never had a card balance on my arm like that. It was literally on my sleeve almost. 7 of Pentacles. So this is in the area of challenge, which is that self-reflection and consolidating things. And then you also have the 10 of Pentacles. This is in the area of challenge. The 7 and the 10. So there could be some consolidation that you may need to go through if this is a job thing or something that you're looking to get income from. Or maybe it's something that you are looking to do to improve your health and well-being even, because the Earth suit, Pentacles, he also talks about the physical body. And you may need to, Leo, if you get super busy, you may find it challenging to sort of slow down, stop, smell the roses, and just kind of reflect on what you're doing in case you need to change direction a little bit, in case things need to be tweaked, which is, you know, more like the 7. This is kind of where we get to reflect, evaluate, and see if things need tweaking or not. Because, you know, you've got your 10 of Pentacles here, and this is like abundance, creating a legacy. So I think if you're wanting to create a legacy and more abundance, it's sort of like saying, you know, there's going to have to be some, maybe periodically, you're going to have to just take an inventory or take stock, do some evaluation and assessment of the direction you're going in, to see if it needs tweaking, which I've just said. So I've repeated myself. But yeah. Let's just get some spirit guidance with that as well. There are a lot of signs that are going to be getting quite busy, and you could be one of those signs, Leo. So, as I say that, the 5 of Wands, I thought it was the 8, but the 5 has come out. So you may need to be, you know, I guess maybe even scheduling in like once a month or something, once a fortnight, whatever, planning a really downtime where you're going to just really sit down and evaluate what it is that you're doing, how it's going, and which direction you are heading in. You also have the 9 of Cups here with the 5 of Wands. I'm just going to grab another one. The 3 of Cups again, okay? That's pretty cool. So Spirit's saying that, yeah, this is emotional fulfillment, the Nine of Cups. Okay. So if you get to that point, it's probably a good idea to do something to sort of celebrate that, to mark that milestone, and sort of then let the dust settle and then see kind of where you're at. Right. And that's sort of going to help with, instead of having a head down and sort of ploughing through things and not coming up for air, it's really like the 9 is like saying, okay, let's just pause for a minute. Acknowledge how far you've come, Leo, and to just kind of celebrate that, and with an intent to then do some reflection on that and to see is this not leading to the abundance or creating the legacy that you're looking to create. Okay. Because you have this 3 of Cups here, which is that joy. So that's this spirit guidance to say, keep doing what makes you feel happy. I mean, you might be here, maybe this could be about you inspiring others. Okay, this general direction. You're going to be an inspirational type of person. And that's obviously, uplifting for you to be able to offer that. But you might also need to be doing some other special stuff just for you. Okay, or for your close loved ones, your close circle, right? And to pay attention to that as well. But this could also be talking about a type of creativity or spiritual practice or something like that you really love to do. And this is going to support you with achieving that 9 of Cups, okay? Lots of water energy here. So paying attention to your emotional well-being, Leo, is going to be important. Now, the 5 of Wands is that this is probably going to be an ongoing process of evaluation, tweaking, and it's like this is how Spirit's saying that when you evaluate things, that's how you can make incremental changes over time. And it's also allows you to, if you're assessing things, you might go, okay, I need to learn A and B skill in order to move into that direction. Okay, so this might be Spirit saying that you may need to embark on some learning. Maybe you need to hone your skills a little bit. Maybe you need to collaborate with others. And maybe you need to bounce things off of other people, Leo, okay, as well. And I get the feeling here that you could be in the spotlight a bit. So maybe you're doing a lot of things. And maybe you're getting a lot of confidence, okay? But even when we've got lots of confidence, sometimes we can still benefit from learning something new, or if someone has some constructive criticism to offer as well, that could even help you even more. It's about Spirit saying, having this learning mindset, and also the mindset that even if things, seem perfect, it's like if you sit down and evaluate, you might find that maybe things aren't quite going in that direction. It's going to lead to this, this 10 here of the legacy. So then it's like, okay, might need to add some things in. So it's looking like, you might need to tweak some things, Leo, but generally you've got a lot of success at the moment. And I think, I think you can feel it, and it's probably building, and you're going to be just kind of really moving out there, and people are going to be receiving you really well. Okay. 8 of Wands. We did say you could be getting busy, and this is the busyness card, 8 of Wands. This is a lot of fast-moving energy, a lot of stuff happening. So that could definitely be literally on the cards for you, okay? And then does it become important to take those 7 of Pentacles times to just, reflect and to see how you're going with things. And seeing if you've got a nice balance, a nice work-life balance. 6 of Swords, moving to harmony. And this is also a bit of a nod to Spirit saying, take care of your emotional well-being, even doing some meditation, allowing yourself some downtime, like proper downtime, not just switching the telly on and watching a movie, but really going into your body, your breath, and really moving into some harmonious, mind-body connection practices possibly, okay? Yeah, let's look at this one, and we have here the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is interesting because unlike the Ten of Swords, which is, complete exhaustion, done and dusted, okay, the Ten of Wands is that things are moving along, things have been achieved, things have been done, a lot has been achieved, okay. And you could be feeling tired, but the thing is, there is reward in sight, and you are almost there with the 10, okay. Or it's like, so this is like persevering, and really, I guess, also sort of capitalizing on the element of fire. Like if you feel passionate here, Leo, about what you're doing, for example, the sun energy here, that fire energy moving forward, and you've got your Six of Wands as well. It's, about going with that, but keeping in mind to, I guess, not give yourself burnout. And this is why I think you've got Seven of Pentacles. Okay, let's just reflect. Okay, things are going well externally, but how am I on the inside? How is my energy level? How am I feeling? If you're starting to feel exhausted here, Leo, it's going to be important for you to, pull back, do some, emotional chill stuff, do some fun stuff. Obviously nothing that's going to be too exhausting, yeah. And just sort of really celebrating how far you have come. And often the 9 is kind of, the 10 of Wands is a little bit like, hey, we do need to take a little bit of time out so that you can recharge and take this thing to the finish line, whatever that is for you, Leo. Okay. And here we have the Tower. Yeah, because if you don't take those breaks, the break will be created for you, literally. And that could mean that, maybe if you do get burnout or, that type of thing, it's going to have to bring you back down to earth, and you're going to have to simplify and rebalance everything, okay? The Tower can also talk about an insight. So it could also just be saying that be prepared for lots of insights, downloads, Leo, and also be prepared to, like this Devil energy here, be prepared to go through those realizations that allow you to shed things that are no longer working. Okay, and you may feel at times, as many of us feel, that, if things are crumbling down around you, okay, just keep in mind that, it's not, although it can be sort of inside of you, but the Tower often talks about external change. Okay, so you have got, we've got this radiant sun here, you've got your Magician, so you're very resourceful, so you're going to be able to kind of cope with these situations, okay? But, we're all going to have to have our little ears and eyes open, just to, make sure that we're not, I guess, falling too much down into the heap with everything else that's falling down, okay? So it's like, metaphorically. Yeah. So, Leo, it's looking like, you've hit on something recently, and it's being really well received, and I think you feel that it's a successful projection forward with that, whatever that is. It might be a project, maybe a new job, a new location, something like that. But, the underlying theme is that this is going to kind of provide you with a nice work-life balance, the world, so you have a sense of freedom and and being able to fulfill your responsibilities as well. And that in doing that, there's probably some things that you are having to let go of, which could be ideas or beliefs, perhaps. Okay, whatever resonates there. Yeah, so I hope that's been helpful, Leo. I think we might wrap it up there. Just to keep in mind that, things could get busy here, 8 of Wands. And to, take the time, 7 of Pentacles here, to kind of just stop, reflect, and, do some introspection time as well, just to keep things in balance for yourself. yeah, so I look forward to your next reading. In the meantime, have a great day, a fantastic week, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.